man called David who's definitely taking on a Goliath. Well, in my opinion, anyway. A Goliath is eBay, and David Balcon is from Barnsley. So he's up for a scrap, I hope, and he's setting up a rival trading website and says he can show our American cousins a thing or two. Shall we meet him? Okay. Good morning to you, David. Welcome along to BBC Radio Sheffield. Now, this is very bold, isn't it?
Well, maybe. Probably frightening to some people, but let's face it, 10 years ago when you looked at the situation with BT, when you would have your telephone line with such, a big company, everybody took it for granted that that's what they had to do. They got the monopoly, as I say, everybody took it for granted, but then, the likes of Virgin came along, Sky, Talk, somebody made that move to make a change, and that's what we're looking to do.
So what can you do that the other bigger sites can't?
Well, for instance, Howie, before we launched castoff.net, what we did is we did quite a bit of research, obviously. I looked into it, and there's 178,000 users in the UK run a business or a secondary business with eBay. So what we thought, that's a massive audience. If we could even get a small percentage of that, we'd be laughing, in a sense. But what we wanted to do is not so much take on eBay as to give an alternative and an option. The questions that I asked local businesses in South Yorkshire and East Yorkshire, where we're based, was instead of castoff.net saying, we are going to do this, we want to know what you want us to do for you to come on board. And what they did say to me was they found that the novice users found eBay quite confusing and overwhelming when they first went on, because obviously they're a novice. Secondly, a massive 85% said to me that the selling fees were quite extortionate. I don't know if extortionate's the right word for that. I know they've been increasing, but there you go. It was certainly a problem to these people and putting some out of business. And they also told us that the after-sales service was frustrating and put them off using auction sites. But because the American giants got the monopoly, they had nowhere else to go. So that's what we were trying to achieve by Castoff.
Have you got local companies involved already?
Yeah, sure. Obviously, the charities can list and sell for free, as long as they're a registered charity, and Barnsley Hospice are on board with us already. I've had a couple of meetings with Dawn Charlesworth, and she's more than happy to use Castoff to promote, and she's actually set a manager on to actually deal with that, with that selling point.
Now, until you build a vast amount of users, surely you're making a loss on this. Well,
yeah, I mean, every business in its infancy does that. It's quite scary, but I'm a determined fella. I've got a good boss, a good MD who has done his numbers, and we'll make it.
How long do you think it'll be before you decide, yes, it's a goer, or no, it isn't then?
It's a goer now.
And you're quite confident you can carry on?
Confident we can carry on, yeah. We've only been going 8 weeks, Howie, and if I just give I'm not into statistics, they bore me to be fair, but per week now we've got 3,276 visits. We've got 1,763 users, and they've also put 1,810 listings on.
Now, I mean, the worry is of security as well. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of security on some of these big selling sites. Have you got the right level of security?
Yeah. As far as payment goes, they can pay by postal order, or alternatively, we've got PayPal on board, which everybody knows.
Well, we wish you all the very best with it. What's the most unusual thing in the 8 weeks that you've had to perhaps sell? Have you got that?
There's a railway carriage on there for, I think, £95,000.
Is there really?
Yeah, there is, yeah. Have a look on it.
I wonder what you could use that for. Or a restaurant, perhaps, or something like that.
It's a holiday home or something like that.
Well, we wish you all the very best with the website, castoff.net. Thanks for joining us. David Balcon there on BBC Radio Sheffield. What do you think to that, then? Let us know. You can let us know. 0114 279 6699. Is it right that a local firm does that? I don't know what you think. Text Sheffield to 81333.